Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and welcome to the Game Exposed podcast. If you guys have a brief question on a narcissist and you want to submit it and have your question answered on the podcast, submit a brief question, you guys, no more than a paragraph because it won't be read. Text your questions to 917-636-1109 and text me your questions, and I'll try to get to as many questions as I can and answer them on the podcast, but please make it brief, no more than a paragraph, okay? 917-636-1109. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and today I want to talk about how narcissists turn you into a detective. The reason that they turn you into a detective is because they cause that cognitive dissonance, which causes confusion in your brain. So what narcissists do is they want to confuse you because when they confuse you, they're able to manipulate you. So narcissists are going to tell you one thing and they're going to do another. This is why you never believe what comes out of somebody's mouth in the very, very beginning, especially until you get to see this person's pattern of behavior over a period of time. You can't trust too soon. This is how people get enmeshed with a narcissist. You know, the narcissist shows you consistency in the first, 3 months, and you think you got a real one there. You drop your guard, you believe everything they say, and you find out that they're not who you thought they were. Why? Because they had a mask on and they were playing you, all right? They wanted to get something out of you. Could be sex, could be money, it could just be a place to live or attention, all right? So, or they're using you as one of their many options. That's when they breadcrumb you and they're showing you attention, but not a lot of attention. And this is why they cause you to become a detective, because they're telling you how they're so into you, how much they really like you, and you're their soulmate. And yet you feel a certain distance from them, or they give you mixed signals. A narcissist gives you mixed signals. In other words, they tell you how much they're into you, but then maybe they're not looking to see you all the time, or they make excuses why they can't see you. And you say to yourself, well, they said they're so into me, so why, wouldn't they want to see me? But see, narcissists are very good with excuses, all right? They constantly give you excuses. Oh, I have to work. Oh, I have to go help out my mother. Oh, my phone was downstairs. I didn't hear my phone. And you say to yourself, well, it could have been. They might have been busy helping their mom. They might have been, sick. They might have been working. So you constantly are making excuses for the narcissist, but you don't feel it in your gut. You don't feel like these people are really with you, okay? You feel it in the beginning because that's what they want you to feel, because in the very beginning is when you see the most of the narcissist, and they fool you with that consistency. See, people say, oh, narcissists aren't consistent. Well, they are in the beginning, and that's what fools you, is the consistency they show you in the beginning. They're blowing up your phone. They're having you on the phone for hours. Some of them will even introduce you to their family, okay? Don't be fooled if you get introduced to a narcissist family. They're probably introducing every supply, and a lot of times their family is, just as toxic as the narcissist, if not more. So a lot of times the toxic family could be in on it. They could be flying monkeys, and they know how the narcissist operates, so they just go along for the program. They don't really care, all right? But narcissists, they fool you. They give you mixed messages. So then now you're in this relationship, and, now you're seeing the narcissist is ghosting you, but you're confused because you're saying, well, we just had a great night, last night, and they were so loving and they were telling me how much they love me. And then the next day they disappear. Very typical narcissistic behavior, okay? They love you to death one night, and then the next day they're gone and they're missing, they're MIA, all right? And what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and you're going to look on their social media. You're going to look to see if they're posting anything. Where is the narcissist? Okay. And you become a detective when the narcissist starts to, disappear on you. You start to try to put the pieces together, and a lot of times they could be telling you they're going to bed, and guess what? You see their Facebook messenger light on, and you say to yourself, wait a minute, how could they be in bed? Their Facebook light messenger is still on. And what do the next day? They give you an excuse when you bring it up to them, and they say, oh, my app never closed out. This is classic game, you guys, classic game. So you turn into, a detective. And you also turn into a detective if you meet the narcissist on a dating app, all right? What are you going to do when you meet a narcissist on the dating app and they start to, withdraw from you, or they disappear, or they're not as attentive as they used to be? You're going to go look and see if you see their profile on that dating app, because you want to see if they actually deleted the dating app. And a lot of narcissists will lie and say they deleted the dating app when they really didn't. Or they'll delete the profile they had with you, and they'll create another profile with, let's say, a scenic picture, or they won't put their profile picture. They won't put their picture in the profile picture, so you will never know it's them. These are all the devious games that narcissists do, all right? You also start to become a detective because you start asking questions, all right? Like you may say to them, where were you last night? And they hesitate and they say, what's the problem? You don't trust me? Now the narcissist is going to start gaslighting you. Now the narcissist is going to throw things in like, after all I do for you, you don't trust me? All right. And now what's that going to do? That's going to make you back off, because you're going to say, maybe I am, like a detective. Maybe I am controlling and everything like that. So a narcissist is going to put you in a fear of never wanting to ask questions. And they do that by either yelling and screaming like an overt narcissist would do. They'll yell and scream at you, or start shouting over you to shut you up. This is to shut you up. Or if you're dealing with a covert narcissist, they're going to go stone cold silent on you, and they'll disappear for days, all right? So you're sitting there and you're trying to figure this all out. And what do? You end up calling your friends. You may talk to somebody in your family. And what do these other people generally tell you if they're, pretty intelligent people? They'll tell you that the narcissist is playing game on you. Or they'll tell you, well, that doesn't sound right. They tell you how much they're into you, but they never want to see you, or they just give you one call or one text in the morning, good morning, beautiful, good morning, handsome, and yet they have no other conversation. This is why narcissists don't want you to be close with outsiders, because they're afraid that these other people are going to tip you off to their toxic behavior. So they want you alone, they want you isolated, and they want you codependent on them, so that you have nobody to refer, to go to and ask their opinion, and you're all alone and you have to use your own judgment. And what are you doing? You're basing everything on, what's coming out of their mouth. And you're also basing it on the good times that you had with the narcissist. But what you're not doing is you're not looking at their pattern of behavior. The fact that the narcissist was unreliable. The fact that the narcissist disappeared from time to time. And that's the biggest red flag, you guys, that you're going to find when you're dealing with a shady narcissist. If you're dating them or you're in a relationship with them, they're going to disappear from time to time. And they're going to come back with excuses, all right? They're going to come back, my battery died on my phone, or they may attack you and say, what are you checking up on me? You're a detective, you're this and that. And the whole reason that you're doing it is not because you're looking to be a detective. It's not because you're controlling. It's because this person is creating an uneasy feeling within yourself. You feel like they're there, but they're really not there, okay? You're confused. You don't know if this person really cares about you or they're just jerking you around, all right? And if you feel that confusion within yourself, then 9 times out of 10, they're jerking you around and playing you for a fool. Because when you're in a relationship with somebody, they want to make you feel safe. They want to make you feel secure. They're going to want to lock you down and make sure that you are not going anywhere. But see, a narcissist doesn't do that, all right? Until you pull away. When you start pulling away from the narcissist, then all of a sudden, oh, I love you so much. Oh, yeah, let's get together. Then they panic, and that's when they got to see you. That's when they're love bombing you again. They're trying to reel you back in because they see that you're starting to see what they are. So now they got to fool you again, second time around, with the love bombing to make you think that they're all in, all right? It's complete bullshit. Don't fall for it, all right? So you guys, all of this, turns you into a detective because then you get to a point where you may be asking the narcissist friends about them. You may say something to them like, they told me they were home last night, but they didn't pick their phone all up. And when you go to the narcissist flying monkeys trying to get some sympathy or some help or some kind of input, they're going to back the narcissist. So never ever go to the flying monkeys and think that they're an ally. They are not your ally. A lot of times they're laughing with the narcissist behind your back because they know more than you what the narcissist is doing. The narcissist is confiding in their flying monkeys how they're playing game on you. So these are not your people. These are not your allies, okay? Now, when you start to feel like you got to start tracking somebody, all right, then it's time to get out of that relationship. Then 9 times out of 10, you're dealing with a shady person or shady narcissist, all right? And why are you feeling that way? Because the narcissist's words and actions are not lining up. So that's what's causing your gut, which is God's way of telling you something's not right here. And you have to trust that feeling. So many people give the benefit of the doubt to the narcissist, all right? Because you're trying to make this relationship work. And I get that. I've been in that position where I gave so many chances to people where I was like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they don't know better. Oh, they didn't, they had a bad childhood. Maybe they don't know better. And this is all the excuses that the narcissist gives you in the beginning. They're lining you up, all right, to play you. So they line you up and try to play like they're dumb. They don't know. They came from a rough childhood. Maybe they were a foster kid. Maybe their family abused them. So what is all of this going to do? This is going to make you feel bad for the narcissist. And what's that going to do? That's going to make you make excuses and let things go, okay? But trust and believe, those narcissists are very slick and they know exactly what they're doing, all right? They know exactly what they're doing. And they lead people on for years. They will waste your time. They will waste your life. They will jerk you around and breadcrumb you as they're breadcrumbing a lot of different supply. And if you're somebody who really doesn't see the pattern of behavior that's going on, you could fall prey to the narcissist. You could be sitting around waiting for that narcissist and hoping that, things are going to work out or you're going to get that same affection that you got in the beginning. Only you're never going to get what you got in the beginning. Why? Because it was never real. It was never real, you guys, all right? Everybody's nice in the beginning. In the beginning is when you say, I got to take it slow. I got to move slow. I got to see what this person's about. I don't give a fuck what they say to me if they tell me how much they love me. They have to show that they love me, and that the way they do that is by being consistent over a period of time, never disappearing, okay? There is no excuse for anybody ghosting you. Absolutely no excuse. Not in today's day and age with texting less than a few seconds to send a text. There's absolutely no reason. All right. So when somebody ghosts you, that is mad disrespect. And that's somebody that you need to kick to the curb. All right. But if you want to give them another chance, because some people can't let go, you let them know if you ever do that again, you disappear on me all night or you disappear for a couple days, you and I will not be talking because I'm going to be in a relationship of mutual respect. How would they like it if you did that to them? they wouldn't like it, right? Or they may just not care because they have other supply. But in any event, you guys, you got to pick up on these red flags, okay? So these are all the ways that narcissists, they start to make you a detective. You're online, you're searching them, you're Googling their behavior, tells me he loves me, but then doesn't call me all night, okay? All of this, you guys, all of this is you got mixed signals, and the fact that you even have to Google somebody is fact alone that you're dealing with a shady person. Now, some people take it to the next level, and they may put a tracker on somebody's car. They may hire a private eye or something along those lines. And, you know, it's like a New York detective friend of mine. He used to follow people's husbands and wives and everything. And he said, if you've got to do that and hire somebody, 9 times out of 10, they're cheating on you, okay? Because your gut is telling you that, but a lot of people can't just go, but they have to know, all right? They have to know. So, you know, all of these like indirect messages are telling you that you're not dealing with a transparent person. It's like when you want closure from the narcissist. You don't need the narcissist to come to you and say, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I'm sorry, I was manipulated. They're never going to do it. They're never going to do it. They want you confused. They want you doubting. They want you to think that you're the problem, all right? They'll never take accountability. They always want to make you the problem, all right? Don't let anybody mind fuck you like that. You walk away. You walk away because they're treating you like a fool. They're treating you like a jerk, all right? So you don't deal with people like that try to play mind games and treat you like you're stupid, all right? So you guys, it's like this. Never, ever get to a point with somebody where if you feel like you're a detective, you know, you got to sit there and you got to search somebody's phone or something. And that's another reason that they make you feel like a detective as well, because you could be living with somebody and they're on their phone 24/7. They got the pin on the phone so you can't get into the phone. Not that you want to, but everything is secretive. Everything is secretive. And all of that secretive business makes you uneasy and makes you think that, you know what? Maybe they're doing something, all right? Maybe they're doing something. And this turns you into a detective where you're sitting there, maybe you're going on their phone, you're checking their messages and all of that. If you have to do that, then you're dealing with somebody that is making you feel uneasy, unsafe, and not secure in a relationship. And that's exactly what narcissists do. You know, they start out in the beginning at the top and they make you feel real good about yourself. They make you feel secure. They make you feel like they're all into the relationship, that you are it, all right? You think you're going to live the rest of your life, get married to this person. But then as the relationship goes on and the point that they have you, once that narcissist has you, then all of a sudden you're going to feel uneasy, unsafe, and insecure. Because the narcissist is insecure and they're going to project all of that insecurity onto you and call you insecure. And I did a post about this where I said, nobody calls you insecure more than a cheating narcissist who is insecure. And that's the truth, all right? Narcissists cheat because they're insecure. They need that outside validation and they love deception. They love deceiving people, all right? But they'll always be calling you insecure. They'll say, oh, you're so insecure. Oh, you have trust issues. Oh, this, that, blah, blah, blah. No, motherfucker. You're giving me a reason to feel this way, okay? You're giving me a reason. If I feel this way, there's a reason why I feel this way. So don't be flipping this around on me, okay? Don't be flipping shit and trying to make it like I got the problem when you are trying to avoid taking accountability, all right? So like I said, you guys, these are all the ways narcissists start to make you crazy, make you into a detective. And once you feel that you got that feeling of you got to be a detective, you're always trying to check up on this person, where you're at, what are you doing, blah, 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 blah. then it's time to leave. Time to leave, okay? Like I said, you have to know the difference between a healthy relationship and an unhealthy relationship. An unhealthy relationship is one where you don't feel safe, you don't feel secure, you don't feel like that person is connected with you. You feel like there's a distance in an unhealthy relationship, okay? You feel a distance, and if you feel a distance, there is absolutely, positively a reason for it, okay? Unless, of course, that person is going through something personal, all right? They might be going through something traumatic in their life. Maybe they lost a mother, they lost a father. Then those are special circumstances. But be careful, beware, because narcissists may use scenarios like that to fool you why they're distant, why they're cold, why they don't want to be around you, all right? So you got to look at everything. You know, are they generally like that, or is it just a special situation of something that they could be going through at the time? Or, you know, a lot of them too, they'll use the mental card and they'll say, oh, you know, they're anxious or they're depressed or something like that. It's just a way to be distant with you. It's not necessarily that they could have anxiety and depression and they're doing it because of that. It's just that they're distant from you because they have something else going on with another supply on the side, all right? So the bottom line is this, you guys. Narcissists turn you into a detective because of that gut feeling they give you of making you feel like they're not in a relationship with you. And this is why you feel alone. This is why you feel sad. This is why you end up with anxiety and depression, because this person did not make you feel loved. Period. End of fucking story. They didn't make you feel loved. You always felt that there was a problem there. There was distance there once you're in the relationship with them. And especially with a covert narcissist. You will never ever touch the soul of a covert narcissist because they are fractured souls. They will never ever let you in, all right? So you got to accept them for what they are and just distance yourself away from these people, okay? So I hope that helps you guys. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast, go follow me on YouTube at the Game Exposed Podcast, and follow me on Instagram if you can, you guys, the Game EXP 123, and have a great day. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at the Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, the Game EXP 123. Okay, and have a great day.